Okay. Why everyone hates streamer university? Hate's a very strong word, but let's get into this.
I'm never doing this again. I'm never doing this again. Cause now I'm mad. Cause like, no matter which direction I go, no matter which way I try to make sure a thing is good, I always get the bad end of the stick.
Recently, Kai just announced his streamer university candidates, not only the students but also the professors, and a lot of people are upset about the selection, and one specific person that didn't get in that was talked about a lot, that being Zoe Spencer. But even outside of her, a lot of people are upset with anybody that showed up. It seemed like no matter what Kai did, he was gonna have some type of conflict. But I'm getting a little ahead of myself, so let's start from the very beginning with how this all even broke down.
I'm going to put out enrolls and applications of people to enroll into the university. No matter if you're big, no matter if you're a small streamer.
Kaisenat, one of the biggest streamers in the world, started his own university. Well, it's not really that. It's a 2-day type of all-going stream that he's going to use to promote other streamers, smaller, medium-sized, and even bigger content creators, where he is trying to bring them out to give them a platform to show people why they should follow them and why they should support him. And most recently,
which first of all is an amazing idea. I'm happy that he's doing that. I'm happy that he's independently funding it himself too. That's something really big. I'm happy that content creation is progressing the way it is. He's helping that, so that's a good thing.
Yesterday, he showed the list of everybody that got in, students and professors alike. Before he even showed that list, people were running up in drones, happy just to fill out an application to have the opportunity to be in streamer university.
God is so good. I just finished my application for streamer university.
Is she crying?
And even if I don't get in, y'all, I'm just so happy. I just have so much joy in my heart because I've been up all day trying to get in and fill out just the application. And I made it in, so I know God's gonna bless this.
Damn.
I know God's gonna bless this.
Dog, she's actually crying.
University, you would think this is some cure for some crazy disease, but in reality, it's just supposed to be a program to help streamers. And even in that regard, a lot of people are looking at this expecting to come in and just instantly blow up in numbers, become like another
that's not happening.
Not just if they applied or even got accepted.
That's not happening.
But obviously,
that's not gonna
with the amount of people that were applying, there's no way that was possible. And if you're wondering why, it's because when Kai originally launched the site, it was around 7 million people trying to apply at once, and it literally crashed the site. So that's mainly the reason why that person I just showed you earlier was crying. And when she was talking about what she said she had got in and got her application in, it was that many people trying to apply to get into streamer university. With that many people applying, there was obviously going to be some type of controversy when eventually a lot of them didn't make it, because there was only around 150 spots, and we were able to see a glimpse of this live when Kaisenat called out specific people like Tay Too Smooth and Little Tay, telling them that they are not getting into streamer university at all.
What the were people expect? Were you expecting like an enrollment of like 40,000 people coming into this bit? Like, no, bro. Of course it was gonna be like a couple hundred people. Like, bro. There's island nations that have a population of 40,000 people, bro. This is called Streamers University. This is not Streamers Island, okay? Like,
oh, you're in. I will be seeing you on campus, okay?
I got you, bro.
Wait, I didn't get it.
Huh?
Wait, I didn't get it.
Lil Tay.
Yo, Kai.
that's a little tape.
You got my application, right? I'm gonna keep flexing.
Rakai is up now. I got Rakai! Don't even worry about it, Rakai! Don't even worry about it! I said, okay, y'all thought it was the other Tay. God, Tay probably a good dude, but coming for me, you know I don't like no snakes in my grass.
Now, I'll be honest, getting declined on stream is a whole different animal than just getting an email sent to you saying that you cannot be in streamer university. So for those specific people, I know that felt terrible. In the midst of all the streamers that were accepted, declined, and even he addressed directly on stream saying that you were not getting on here, even some of the professors he showed up, one name specifically rang out that a lot of people didn't see, and that was Zoe Zoe Spencer. She is a
Who is Zoe Spencer?
who posts content literally everywhere. TikTok, Twitch, YouTube, streams, all of that stuff.
Why haven't I
and
heard
a lot
of
of
her?
people know her for her fiery type of personality, being pretty loud and just stating her opinion whenever she wants. More aggressive than a lot of people would suspect a normal person to act, but overall she is just an interesting person and has already been around Kaisenat along with his friends for a minute now when they were doing New York streams. It is someone pretty well known, even not only just in her own community, but just in a streaming community.
Chad, I feel old. I don't know who she is.
Bunch of members from AMP. So it was actually very confusing when even herself, after watching the entire stream, was confused why she didn't see her name when the rest of NYC, at least Kai's friends in there and other content creators, were all put on that board. Like Zeddy, Ty Lil, Punga, all of them were coming to Streamer University except for her. And a lot of people were left confused and stunned, and especially she was, which caused her to break down crying on stream, being a little bit lost as to why she was being excluded when it felt like for no reason.
Are there actually people that are breaking down crying and like having spaz attacks? Not kids, like adult people? Do people take it that seriously?
Like one of the friends, like in the friend group, and that one friend didn't get invited to the party. Every friend going to the party, but one of them. I just don't understand. Like, I'm the best person that I try to be good, and I know I troll and I play a lot, but it's just my personality. You know, I'm a real person, and I mean well behind all people, even people that hurt me. I give chance after chance, and that's in all my relationships, my friendships, everything, like things that I go through with other people, like real life. Like, I see the good in all people.
In all honesty, her crying about the Streamer University thing is truly sad. But the people that are looking at this don't really understand what's fully going on. I see a lot of people on Twitter, TikTok, whatever it is, posting these clips saying that they don't understand why she would be crying about not getting into Streamer University. When in reality, it's not even about that. It's just about the sentiment that it's showing. Like she said in the beginning, it's like watching all of your friends go to a party that you're not invited to. And this is going to be on a consistent basis now. She's basically blackballed from the streaming community. Say Kaisenat is going somewhere or hosting something, well, he's gonna ask the people that he's inviting if they know Zoe to either not bring her, or they're already gonna know to just be like, oh, Zoe's just not someone that can come if we're going to this thing where Kai's at.
I don't think anybody's gonna do that.
A little bit more later in this video, but also with Kai's friends, anyone that he's connected to. We're going to this thing and we know Kaisenat or his friends are hosting it or a part of the event when planning it, then Zoe cannot come because they're not gonna be okay with it. It's just the larger sentiment of, dang, I used to hang out with these people, but now that's all coming to a halt.
Baby girl, if you're watching this video, don't take it too seriously and just move on with your life.
Bruh, so that's not where Kaisenat's story ends when it comes to Streamer University. Because outside of the Zoe Spencer not being accepted, people still had their problems with the university as a whole.
The trolling, the slick, I've dealt with that with so many people within this.
Hey, you got that comes with the territory.
People would say something and be like, I'm trolling. I be minding my business and I literally be getting shot, stoned. It's like
a lot of people already jump at the opportunity to talk bad about Kai. It's basically become a trend recently, and after his Streamer University rollout showing all the professors along with all the students, a specific Twitter page was going crazy, tweeting a bunch of lies about him that were actually getting some traction. The most notable one that I saw though was Kaisenat is facing backlash after releasing Streamer University professors list, and it has 0 white creators, which is just an outright blatant lie.
What?
Literally, there are 2 white creators and even an Asian one that are on the list. Those being K-Sun, Aim High, along with Extra Emily. And he obviously did this to just get outraged, but you can obviously see people will go out of their way to instantly bash on Kai.
I don't think he purposefully just only selected black creators. I feel like the majority of people that applied to Streamers University were just black people, bro. Do people genuinely believe that Kaisenat and his team were like, oh my God, this person that's applying is a white man named Billy from Omaha, Nebraska. Let's just not take him because he's white. For example, if J Schlad or XQC did this exact same shit, the majority of people that would be accepted to the streamer university that J Schlatt or XQC would do would be white kids. Why? Because that's the majority of people that watch J Schlatt. Niggas don't be watching J Schlatt or XQC. It's mostly white kids, bro. Niggas don't even know who the J Schlatt is, okay? It's mostly white kids that be watching J Schlatt.
These kick pages all of the time. I don't want to seem like I'm just some Kai apologist or some Kai fangirl type thing. No, it's just odd to go out of your way and talk bad about somebody when there are legitimate things you can criticize about him, but you would rather just lie when the proof is literally right there, especially when it's just for some Twitter likes. And I'm assuming it's starting to get to Kai because he's threatening to not even do a second streamer university after this one is done because he just consistently receives backlash even when he does nothing wrong, and is trying to do something like this, like uplift streamers.
This is an idea, and I know how exciting it may be to certain people, but it's like, bro, you don't have to let this determine who you are as a creator. I'm telling y'all.
Shit.
That's the thing. Like, I'm never doing it again. I'm never doing this. No, man. Cause like,
you mad?
No matter which direction I go, no matter which way I try to make sure thing is good, I always get the bad end of the stick. Bank statements is ridiculous behind it. Just nobody's paying a dime to be in this.
Yeah, I'll give him that.
This is strictly for me to help niggas. I'm finna crash out.
Kaisenat, whether you like him or don't, whether you watch his content or don't, you can tell that he really has a passion for what he does. And even in the streamer university thing, you can tell he's just trying to uplift other creators. Whether you believe he got too many creators that are too big, or you don't know any of the creators, or you're upset because you didn't get picked, which is the majority of people. I don't feel like that's a reason to go out of your way to just bash him,
majority of people that are
when
mad.
The concept he has could continue on for years to come and keep uplifting new and more creators as he improves on it the more he does it. There's no real reason to bash him for some of these dumb things I see a lot of people talking about, like a creator they don't like getting in, or like seeing certain people or just straight up lying about there being a race issue with the people that he chose, which doesn't make any real sense. I feel like in doing something like this, you are gonna just get straight up criticism. I mean, he's one of the biggest people on the internet, so that's just a common thing that's gonna happen. But I feel like y'all should keep the criticism constructive so that if you ever want to be a part of something like this or just want to see something like this improve, you are able to help in that. And I just see a lot of discourse that is pretty unhelpful. And I don't know, depending on what you feel, I may be a part of that discourse.
The one piece of criticism that I can give Kaisenat on this, and I can't defend him on this, okay? I can defend him on a lot of stuff prior to this, but like I cannot defend him on this, is that he did a very terrible job marketing this thing, bro. He marketed this thing as like something where it's like, yo, everybody go apply to it. Like everybody go apply. Like, yo, if you're a streamer, if you're a content creator, if you're a YouTuber, nigga, if you do TikToks, hell, if you just post pictures on Instagram, which everybody does, go apply to this thing that I'm starting called Streamer University. I'm gonna teach you guys how to be content creators, like an actual college, right? That's what he did. That's what he did. And he should have just like never did that shit. I'm just gonna take random people who I feel like are deserving of it, and he didn't do that. Okay, he did not do that.
Now, if you're unaware, what Streamer University is, it's Kaisenat's new business venture where he created a
business venture
which teaches you cool things such as we got a sex education, we got business management, music production, film and acting, and many more. As if you need any of this to be a streamer. I don't know why crying and begging for subs isn't included in the list. That's like the only thing you need as a streamer.
I'm excited to extend to you a most heartfelt welcome to the very first class of Streamer University.
I didn't think it was possible to make Hustlers University sound credible, but alas, here we are.
Here you will find a school where chaos is encouraged and content is king.
Why do you need a school to be a streamer? What's next? You know, a school to be a stand-up comedian?
Sincerely,
that wouldn't sound like a bad idea.
Kaisenat.
They're probably gonna do that after this.
Last but not least,
while I do love hating, I gotta give credit where credit is due. This is a pretty cool official enrollment trailer. You guys can't deny that. You know, it gives off Harry Potter. We got the Prisoner of Azkaban 2.
For legal reasons, that's a joke.
Chris! I know you didn't bring me a chicken instead of an hour that I need.
My lips are sealed. I ain't saying nothing about no chicken. And then Kaisenat hops into his, what I imagine is an upgraded Dodge Charger SRT, maybe a Hellcat. You can't really make it up.
That sounded
He
a bit
lands in,
racist.
the hood,
That sounded
the
racist.
Bronx. And then he coerces this kid to join his university.
Gonna make it out the trenches, nigga.
See you soon.
And the logos drop, and wow. I don't know why it's being framed as a university, though. Like, I feel like at the end of the day, it's all about meeting other creators and, like, as it says here, like, collaborative effort. Actually learn useful info. While most classes will be fun, entertaining, and collaborative, some classes will actually provide quality information on how to better yourself as creators. I think XQC had a pretty good take, so I'll give him the mic. Bonjour, wee wee.
They should change this, low-key, to, react, fake drama, lip farming. That's what we gotta know. We don't need none of this shit.
Ninja's masterclass. This reminds me of that, but more like collaboration oriented.
Bro, I hate this guy's voice.
I'm going to break everything down for you guys in the next 30 days.
There's really not that much to break down in being a streamer. I'm a tough but fair critic, and it is kind of cool that Kaisenat is, you know, pushing the boundaries of what you can do on Twitch.
Chat, I'm about to go on a tangent, okay? I'm about to say some real nigga shit. If you're not ready to hear some real nigga shit, just skip throughout the video, go to the end, okay, to finish the video. You want to know what the problem with Streamer University is? The problem with Streamer University is not the concept, is how he marketed it. The problem is he marketed this thing as like, yo, anybody who is an aspiring content creator, which is most young teenage kids nowadays, can apply to this thing, and there's a chance that you will get accepted into this thing that I'm doing called Streamers University. The problem is that's not the case. I'm looking at this board, right? There's probably only 10 people on this board, 10, 15 people on this board who are just like random, small, unknown creators, bro. Just random, small, unknown creator kids that they saw that dropped an application and they were like, I like that kid, I like his application, and they accepted him. The rest of the people on this list are established creators who have some kind of backdoor in. How do I know this? Because I'm looking at these names and I know half of these niggas, bro. I have been doing content creation, YouTube, for the past 7 years, okay? Across all of my channels, I have like over like 1 million followers, 1 million subscribers, okay? I've been doing this for the past 7 years. I've made a lot of friends, and I've made a lot of enemies. I met a lot of people that like me, and I met a lot of people that don't like me. Okay, I've been doing this a long time. I've met a lot of people. I'm looking at the names on this list. I'm not going to name nobody, but I'm looking at the names on this list, and I know the majority of these people, bro. I know the majority of them. They've been doing this for a long time. They've been doing this for a while, bro. Okay, and most of them, chat, most of them have a back door in. What does that mean? They have a connection to Kaisenat, or a connection to AMP, or a connection to somebody that knows Kaisenat, or a connection to somebody that knows AMP. I'm being 100% honest with you. That's the majority of people on this list. That's what they have. I'm not going to sit here and glaze Kaisenat. I'm going to be honest with you. That's the majority of people on this list. I got to be honest. I got to be fair. Okay, so the problem is he marketed it as this thing where it's like, I'm going to take a bunch of random, unknown content creators, okay? And it's going to be based on your application. If I like your application, I'm going to take you. If I don't like your application, I'm not going to take you. And that's not what happened here. But I'll be honest with you. I don't blame him for doing this. Why is that? He marketed it as a thing where it's like anybody and everybody can get in. And the reason why he did that, he got 7 million page requests within an hour of launching the website. The website completely crashed. Okay, there was like literally a DDoS attack on the website because there were so many people that were trying to access it. And the reason why he did that is so that he can, let's be honest, so that he can go to his sponsors and be like, yo, listen, I made this thing where I got every single kid in America to apply to something that I made. If we're gonna do a deal, okay? If you want me to work with you and endorse your brand, but this is what it's gonna cost, right? So it's like, bro, I know why he did it that way, but he should have never did it that way. Plus, on top of that, okay, he didn't add any real requirements to this shit, bro. It's like, have any of you niggas went to university? Have any of you niggas went to college? There's requirements to get into college. There's requirements to get into university. I know the university that I went to didn't just take anybody. There was requirements. You had to have a certain grade average. You had to, you know, have no criminal record. You had to have, there's certain requirements that you had to meet, especially academically, to get into the school. When Kaisenat launched Streamers University, he didn't have none of that shit. He didn't do none of that shit. Like, if Kaisenat did something where he was like, yo, Streamers University is only accepting streamers and content creators who have uploaded over 100 videos to YouTube or has streamed a certain amount of hours in the past year. If Kaisenat did something like that, I guarantee you the amount of people applying would be significantly less. But if he added actual tangible requirements that you would need to have in order to apply, otherwise don't even bother applying, then I guarantee you there wouldn't be 7 million page requests. There would be significantly less. He marketed it as this thing where it's like anybody can get in, okay, as long as like I feel like you're a good fit. So pretty much every kid with an internet connection and a Twitch account or a YouTube account or a TikTok account applied for this shit. And they were unfortunately disappointed because the list came out and the majority of people on this list, as you can see, are established creators. Kai, I fuck with you. Okay, I fuck with you heavy. If you're watching this video, I fuck with you heavy. But bro, come on, bro. You have to do a better job explaining what exactly you're trying to do. Okay, you can't just put everybody's hope up, get everybody excited, everybody in the whole world, all these kids excited to do something that they're going to be inevitably disappointed with. And you know that too, okay?
Cenat is, you know, pushing the boundaries of what you can do on Twitch.
That's a money grab! What a basically.
Lost Dad wasn't holding any punches on Kaisenat, true. Lost Dad pissed Kai off and he wasn't having any of it. He was mad.
Lost Dad! I'm a big fucking fan of Los's
That's
father,
his name,
man.
Lost Dad?
The nigga don't say my shit a scam. Los, I with Los Pop so heavy. When he said this shit gonna be a scam, that shit broke my heart. Because it's like, bro, niggas is just not doing research, man.
I'm not saying it is, but the website is a bit suspicious.
It's not a scam,
looking.
bro.
Looks like I'm about to fall for a pyramid scheme.
I think it's kind of like, I think it's hard to fathom that this is actually happening, gang.
And see the world on fire. This calls for Mr. Beast to start a university for only white professors. Settle down, white people. You know, he crashed in the hood, not in the country club. You can't have everything. Now y'all want DEI hires. Imagine Aiden
What the
did
hell's
this
a
with
DEI
only
hire?
white people. Why are white people mad because a black man helping black people? And it wasn't just black people. They had Extra Emily.
Extra Emily!
Mission officers, my name is Extra Emily, and I'm ready to teach how to become a proper IRL streamer 101.
See, now you got a university. I don't mean to sound racist or nothing, but Asians are smart. Owned you. This tweet from Kai, and he says that Streamer University will be an all-inclusive trip paid to where all creators will be living on a college campus for free and just enjoying getting content in general. If you want to be a teacher or student, apply now. You don't have to be a streamer, just a general creator is needed as quick as possible. If you want to be a part of it in other creative ways, DM me as well, but make sure you enroll now. Lost Dad did call it a scam preemptively, and you know, he apologized and W.
I feel actually terrible because I really like Kai, and he's only said really nice things about me, really nice things. So I feel bad the way this kind of came across, like he's trying to like pull one over on people or do something shady. Obviously that's not the case. So the fact that he said he's heartbroken when I said that really kind of bothered me. So I do want to apologize for that. Kai, you know how I feel about you.
L-Mans, you should have stood on business, big bro. Like, what the f are you doing? That was like totally not based. You gotta know, man. Somebody gotta teach him how to be a proper streamer. When you say something, you gotta double down. You gotta double the f down, bro. You can't just be saying that bullshit and just apologizing after. That's some ass J. Cole stuff. Hey, Los, get your dad in check, bro.
Makes a mistake, apologizes, W. There was some more stupid drama because Kaisenat said he wouldn't allow any OnlyFans girls into his university, and that started an outcry on Twitter for some reason.
We're not talking about streaming on OnlyFans. You can't get in. Because you a stream. What the fuck? I had to search that up. Can you live stream on OnlyFans?
You can't get in.
You live streaming on OnlyFans will make you come into streamer university. Like, how does that even make sense?
Honestly, valid crash out, but you're the guy who said
Why
sex
do you have
education,
yeah,
so
that,
the
okay,
confusion
bro.
is at least understandable.
Like, come on,
you know?
dog.
OF hoes ruin everything. Ruined TikTok, ruined IG Reels, now they're trying to ruin streaming. We don't want OF girls at Streamer University. And then this girl goes, sad he won't give them a chance to rewrite their stories. I'd delete my OF for a chance to be here and better myself.
Listen, you can delete your OF, but you can't delete all those nudes on all those horny ass niggas' phones. You're done, okay? You're just not getting in. You're done. Chat, I wanted to say one other thing about this, about the list. I know a lot of people are mad. Obviously, once again, I know a lot of people are mad because the majority of the people on this list, once again, are like established creators. I know how this looks. I know it looks bad, okay, but I'm not gonna lie to you. I really honestly don't blame Kai. I can't blame him because you guys gotta understand, the majority of people on this list, they have a back door. They're established creators. They have a back door in to Streamers University. If he just takes hundreds or thousands of just like random ass kids, bro, who are aspiring content creators, okay, and he puts them on a campus, and these people are not vetted, nobody knows them, they're just random ass people that he's trusting. Do you know how dangerous that is? I don't think you guys truly understand how dangerous, especially with how up the world is nowadays, bro. Like, honestly, like, I hope that nothing crazy happens. Like, people nowadays are lunatics. Like, people nowadays are actually crazy. What's stopping some random kid that he decided to give an opportunity to go on the campus and to be a part of Streamers University? What's not stopping from doing something extremely diabolical? And when I say diabolical, I'm referring to what's stopping a kid from going on that campus and just it up. Like, do you honestly think niggas didn't think about this shit before they did it, bro? Do you honestly, like, bro, these are things that, bro, they have to think about. The reason why he has a vetted list like this is because he knows that none of these people are going to do something crazy or insane. And the 10 or 15 people that are just like random that he just decided to choose and give an opportunity to, they're going to like do extensive research on them before they bring them on campus. Chat, listen, you guys got to understand, bro, it's a crazy world that we live in. And let's say, for example, some kid who he decided to give a shot to, okay, that just decides to go on campus and do something absolutely diabolical and do something absolutely crazy like that. Who do you think is going to be responsible if something like that happens? Who do you think is going to be legally responsible if something like that happens? Who do you think is going to be financially responsible if something like that happens? Who do you think is going to go to jail if some kid decides to just do something absolutely sinister, uses this opportunity with the entire world watching him, right? He's on this campus, the entire world is watching him, and he decides to use that opportunity to do something absolutely sinister that he's been planning, okay? And who's going to be responsible for that? Kaisenat. Kaisenat's going to be responsible for that shit, bro. If some kid just decides to go on that campus and decides to lay it down like Rambo, let's just say, God forbid, okay? God forbid. Let's just say some kid decides to do that. Kaisenat will be held legally responsible for that, okay? Some kid decides to go on there and decides to wreak mayhem. Now people are hurt, people are injured, people are in distraught. He's going to be legally responsible for that, bro. Remember last time when he posted something on Instagram and said, yo, everybody just come out. And there was like literally a riot in New York City. People were getting trampled. People were getting hurt. He went to jail, bro. He got arrested for that. So do you think he wants to deal with that shit again? Absolutely not. He does not want to have to go through that shit again, bro. Okay? So listen, that's why I don't blame him for doing some shit like that. That's why he wants to have a vetted list of creators, a vetted list of people that he knows are not going to do something stupid, because these guys have been creating content for a long time. He knows them, or he knows somebody that knows them that can vouch for them, and he knows nothing crazy is going to go down. To be honest with you, I don't blame him. That's literally why he set it up like this, bro. The world is crazy. You can't just take anybody and give them an opportunity nowadays, okay? People take that opportunity and do disgusting things with it. I just feel like he should have been more honest and been like, yo, man, listen, I can't just accept anybody because the world is up, the world is crazy, Okay, I don't know if somebody's gonna come on campus. I don't know what their intentions are. I don't know what the intentions are for everybody that's gonna come on this campus. Okay, I'd like to believe that everybody wants to come here to better their content creation journey, but I don't know. Somebody might just use this as an opportunity to do something absolutely fucking diabolical. That's what he should have said. That's how he should have went about doing it. But if he did that, he wouldn't have got as much traction. He wouldn't have got as much numbers. He wouldn't have got as much interest, okay? And the brands that he works with, or the potential brands that he could be working with in the future, okay, are not gonna like that. The position Kaisenat's in right now is he can literally go up to sponsors and brands and be like, yo, listen, I started this thing. I created this thing, Streamer University, where I got every kid in America to apply to this thing when I told them to go apply to it. That's power, okay? And so this is my price. That is power, bro. And that's part of the reason. I'm a content creator, so I get it, bro. I understand. That's how he went about doing it. He should have gone about doing this a lot, but that's the only thing that I'm gonna give to him. Did he scam? No. Okay? Is Kai a shitty person? No. I met him. I met Kaisenat in 2023. I shook his hand at DreamCon 2023 at the VIP lounge. I met this nigga. I shook his hand. I had a good conversation with him, a nice short conversation with him. He's a great fucking guy, bro. He's a great guy. I didn't get any sort of bad vibes. He's an amazing person, bro. He's a great guy. But he should have just done this a lot better. That's just my opinion. All right?
Don't get me wrong, OF girls are cringe, but I feel like some people focus on them a bit too much, and it's almost leaning into the realm of self-reporting. And, you know, Kaisenat is very brave. He's going directly against the Twitch CEO in this kind of statement here. I'm about to hop on and glaze Kaisenat a bit, but the sets are looking good. Like, this looks pretty pristine.
Yeah, it looks
the
pretty good.
Kaisenat hate is a bit unwarranted, in my opinion, and, you know, I might be contributing to that a bit with the title and thumbnail of this video, but, you know, Red Do Mindset. My boy Curse made a great video about Kaisenat's sudden hate, and I'll play a bit here.
Just because a few random TikToks went viral calling you annoying and cringy. And if you think that's insane, that's what the internet is currently doing to Kaisenat.
Like, I guess heavy is the head that wears the crown, and once you're at the top, people want to tear you down. You know, I'm a 24-year-old grown-ass man. You know, I'm not going to be sitting here watching a Kaisenat stream, but I understand the appeal. The music stylist allegations were kind of a deal breaker for me. Like, some of the stuff was mad corny. WesJet, you are a gay white guy. You know nothing about music. Streamer University, and it's full of who don't need it. If you really want to help people, Kai, you gotta go with the T Grizzlies GTA RP server and find those guys, help them out. Okay, this one's absolutely diabolical, and the fact they got 2.5k likes is a little concerning, but alas, I finally understand why there's all this Harry Potter imagery, because just like Harry Potter, most of the applicants have no father.
First of all, chat, remind me to never click on this guy's whatever the fuck this guy's shit is. God damn, that was hard to watch. Anyways, final thoughts. Listen, bro, I think it's a great thing. Okay, I think it's a great thing. I think what he's doing is great. I just think the way he went about doing it is wrong, bro. The message is perfect. Okay, the message is perfect. The execution was bad. And Kai, if you're watching this, the reason why you're getting a lot of the hate, you got to take some accountability, bro, is because of the way you went about doing it, bro. The way you went about doing this shit was bad. Like you should have did this shit a lot better. This could have been a lot smoother, but you didn't do that, bro. You didn't do that. You didn't do that. What you did was you got people's hopes up. You convinced people on a dream. Bro, Kaisenat, listen, I love you, bro. But you kind of did what the politicians do, dog. You promised people, you convinced people and promised people on something, and you convinced people on something that you knew you were not gonna completely deliver at its fullest potential. You kind of did what the politicians do. Let's be honest, man. Did a little bit of a sleight of hand. You made it seem like anybody and everybody had a chance to get into this shit. And the reality of the situation was that was just not the case. Okay, that was just not the case, bro. You pulled a little bit of a politicianary kind of move, bro. He should have executed it far better, bro. Only thing that I feel like he should have done, in my personal opinion. Let me know what you guys are thinking in the comments, okay? Make sure you guys like the video if you have not liked the video, okay? Some of you guys are slacking on that. I don't know why, okay? So stop doing that. Like the video, sub to the channel if you guys have not subbed to the channel already, okay? Listen, we're on the road to 50k subscribers. We're We're closing in on 50K subscribers. We're on the road to 100K subscribers. So make sure you guys sub to the channel. If you guys have not subbed to the channel, okay, road to 100K subscribers. Okay, let me know what your thoughts down below are. I try to respond to all the comments. I read all the comments. I just cannot respond to all of them. But I promise you, I read each and every single one of them. So make sure you guys let me know your thoughts down below. Give me some suggestions on other videos I should be reacting to in the future. With all that being said, I'm going to see y'all in the next video.
See just how I'm coming, yeah, I did this on my own. Don't you tell me something, cause I did it all alone. You ain't helping nothing, no, nah. You ain't helping nothing, no, nah. Came up from the guys and niggas show me some respect. Niggas mad cause I ain't break them off on all these checks. You ain't helping nothing, no, nah. You ain't helping nothing, no, nah.